Welcome to this bizarre world, where dreamers are eccentric, loving mountains and seas, despite knowing nothing ahead. As long as hope lingers in her heart, all else fades. She arrived at Notre at dawn, and the god advised, try talking to the priest first. But upon realizing that Rudy was just an average Joe trying to cut in line at Notre Dame, the priest, like her father, started to act like a wise old sage, giving her a dose of reality. His heartfelt advice moved him, and he offered her a creative entry option. Sweetheart, hit the nearby college for now. If you ace it, there's a chance to transfer to Notre Dame. The dream is beckoning, and hope is rising. Finally she saw her dream Notre Dame, thrilled like a bird. Rudy rushed into a football haven, bathed in spring-like sun and gentle breeze. Everything seemed to be filled with joyful hints for her future. But suddenly, a shout from a god echoed, "Kid, scram." Rudy, undaunted, declared, "Hey, when I saw from this dust, he'll play for the Asian brothers here." The god, thinking he was talented, advised him to talk to the coach. This mix-up led Rudy to the coach, who dismissed him as a nobody. A few hasty words sent the ambitious Rudy on his way. He then began his label-making journey, as promised to the priest, boring himself into his studies. He practically treated every word from the teacher as a classic reading, and suddenly his rare study attitude caught the attention of the teaching assistant. This teaching assistant excelled at Notre Dame, but was clueless with girls. Seeing Rudy chatting them up, he offered free lessons. They happily made a deal. The assistant tutored Rudy, and Rudy advised him on dating, despite repeated rejections. Love will surely arrive one day. Stay confident, and true love will come. Rudy approached the black guard who once ejected him to get closer to the team and know the turf. He offered to be the man's unpaid assistant, and the guard was touched by his tenacity. The next day, he took Rudy to the team's locker room, where Rudy was shocked to discover. Rudy seemed to know every nook and cranny of the room, down to the lockers of each player. Gazing at the team's motto on the wall, Rudy impulsively reenacted their most legendary game. The old guard smiled slightly at this. Now he understood just how passionate this young man was, as Rudy had spent his entire savings on tuition. With no place to go at night, Rudy secretly crept into the storage room, where dreams made life intriguing, and Peter's truthful words kept echoing in his heart. Time's Earl soon. Notre Dame started the new season's first game. The band played, but he was shut out. Listening to the roaring cheers inside, he felt as helpless as a loose oil bottle. The high walls outside symbolized his distant dream. Not until the crowd left did he sense the lingering passion in the stadium. The future loomed, lonely in line. But warmth unexpectedly warms the heart. That night, as he slipped into the supply room, he found a stack of blankets and a key waiting for him. The old guard's sneaky gesture had not escaped his notice. The next day, Rudy thanked the caring administrator. The caption shows he merely said, "I have absolutely no idea about this." Some words need not be spoken. Heartfelt understanding is the best reply. Time flies, and Rudy tackled exams with vigor after a semester's effort. He wound up with 3 solid BS, a massive improvement for him, but still not enough for Notre Dame. As time ticked on, his transfer application was rejected mercilessly, and Rudy headed home the night before Christmas. He hoped for family comfort, but only got father's cold words and brother's criticism. Even more unbelievable, his ex became his brother's lover. The house lit up, yet no light was for him. A mix of unspoken shame and anger drove Rudy through the door once more, starting off again on his lonely quest for dreams. The youth had no utopia, just a heart set on its proud direction. Even without the recognition they hoped for, or loved to hold on to, Rudy would pick up his regrets and charge forward. In his second semester, Rudy continued to work extremely hard and diligently, but the results were still underwhelming. He complained to the guard, "I've wasted a year." The old man just shrugged it off. We always get too hung up on what we don't have, missing out on the journey we've taken. Caring too much about the outcome can backfire. Keeping a balanced mindset while pursuing the process is the true key to success. Rudy began to wake up to this realization. But his mediocrity still left him disheartened as his transfer application sank without a trace yet again in his third semester. Day in and day out, his efforts felt as futile as a dust storm, all wasted in the wind, leaving him utterly lost. What kind of effort would earn him his dream? If he failed in the fourth semester, he'd be cut off from Notre Dame for good. After all, they only take junior transfers. He asked the priest for help, sharing his frustration over fruitless efforts. The priest comforted him, saying, "You've done more than enough for your dream. The only thing left to do is pray. Just have faith that God will give you the answer you seek." Before long, the fourth semester ended. When Rudy got the letter from Notre Dame, he didn't open it. He hesitated long in the park before summoning courage to open it. The word accepted made him tear up. Subtitles: God truly granted him a satisfying answer, and his day-by-day efforts were finally rewarded. Face winds and moon never halt. Life rewards those who sprint with a glowing heart. He couldn't wait to share the news with his father, who was in disbelief as he looked at the acceptance letter and then shared the joy with all the workers there. Despite displeasure, the elder brother congratulated Rudy. His father inquired about summer work, but Rudy aimed higher. He aimed to join Notre Dame's summer training camp, where countless football talents converged, but only 15 spots were open to make the second team as main practice squad players. In the crowd, Rudy's gaze was resolute. He had been fully prepared in his heart for this. He was more familiar with that lawn than anyone, and striving was his eternal motto. Each fall and rise was a testament to his unwavering spirit. Despite his sire's disadvantage, he showed no sign of retreat. Getting knocked down and hurt was merely the cost of demonstrating his commitment to his dream. Though he lacked the brute strength of the big guys, his tenacity caught the eye of a certain assistant coach. This guy defied the naysayers, choosing to keep Rudy on board. But he did have a stern warning for Rudy: no slacking off at training. Rudy was extremely overjoyed, celebrating like a kid. He was just one step away from his dream. He went to the field to thank the administrator for everything he had done. He returned the storage room key, still remarking, "I have no idea what you're talking about." This time, however, he made Rudy a promise. During training, Rudy adhered to his promise without a hitch, even though he got knocked around by the main players again and again. With not an ounce of retreat in him, his indomitable will soared like wisps of smoke in the breeze. Each time he fell and got back up, he shouted his dreams towards the coach.